everybody. Sorry, my dash cam does, or my webcam is not cooperating. It keeps wanting to fall down. Sorry, I'm running a little late here. I slept in this morning. You can see the circles under my eyes. Um. Anyway, I hope all is well, and prayers to those in the Caribbean that got hit by Hurricane Melissa. Right now, she's heading for the Bahamas, so you guys need to batten down the hatches and hunker down and hope the damage is not too bad. She is speeding up a little bit, but after she gets past the Bahamas, she goes out to sea and she'll eventually die off. There'll be some thunderstorms and everything mixed in with it, according to the Weather Service. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about a subject here we all been seeing. We see it on, when they follow Trump around on his trip in Asia and the way he acts and everything. The guy didn't know where he is. And there's really no other officials guiding him other than the new prime the new prime minister of Japan. She was trying to guide him around, and she was trying to tell him, hey, this and this, and Trump kept ignoring her. Come on, cabinet, come on, Congress, kick his ass out, remove him from office. He is not fit to be president at all, the way he's going and the way he's acting and everything. And yes, there's dementia and everything going on, but there's no denying it. Pictures are worth 1,000 words there. I can't understand the cabinet. They're just treating like this as just normal everyday thing. No, it's not. Okay? Vance needs to wake up and say, hey, do the 25th Amendment and the 27th Amendment, both Congress and Vance. And if he won't do it, then Congress needs to wake up and do the impeachment now. Not down the road, not after the 2026 midterms. Do it now, okay? The MAGA need to wake up. Now, this morning, the Senate had put in a resolution they passed a resolution, which I don't know if that means anything, but they're trying to check Trump and say, no, tariffs are not really needed, okay? It's already causing a lot of problems. Congress needs to wrest control away from Trump on this tariffs issue. The trade thing should go with the U.S. Trade Commission and let them handle it. And Trump should just stay out of it. He doesn't know what he's doing, okay? The guy doesn't do research. He doesn't read. He doesn't listen. He is in his own little world and refusing to follow the common sense rules, okay? And common sense behavior. And when he was a kid, he should have been spanked more often. So, stop denying it's going like it's normal. It's not normal. They need to get him out of office now. No waiting. Now. And Johnson, reopen the government. Reopen it now. Before your state falls totally apart. Because it will be on you. You are, both the Senate and the House work for the people. You work for you and you work for me. You work for all the people here in this country. Okay? If you don't do your damn job, out the door you go. Okay? In the Senate, being elected in the Senate and the House should be a privilege. It should be an honor to do public service on behalf of the people of the United States. Not all of us could go in there and do what needs to be done. I wish we could, but there's not enough room there and hold all 6 million of us in the House and the Senate. And that's why we elected senators and representatives to do the stuff on our behalf on what we think that should be happening. Okay? And you need to stop Speaker Johnson, you need to stop condoning what Trump is doing. You don't work for him. You work for the people. So what part you work for, you don't get. And as far as you keep blaming the shutdown, saying, well, it's all the Democrats' fault. No, it's not Democrats' fault. You're lying to yourself. It is the GOP's fault. You guys are the one that pushed this. Trump wanted to shut down. Well, it's not working. It's not a thing to do. All the years I've been under other presidents, they avoid shutdown. They avoid it because they know what could happen, okay? And so they work with Congress and say, okay, yeah, we need to do this. And as far as the yearly budget and everything else, why keep pushing the budget issue down the road? Why keep kicking the can down the road? You need to make it every 4 years. Same time as you elect a new president. Get the budget done every 4 years, not every year. You gotta look down the road. See what the trends are. Okay? Sorry, I gotta blow my nose. Allergies. So I think now from what I'm seeing and hearing is that I think more and more government officials are waking up now. People are yelling and screaming and they're pissed. I'm pissed. Now I've been very lucky. I live in a blue state. Because we know what's right. And they know what public service is. Okay? The GOP didn't really have that much power the last number of years. I mean, sure, there were a couple of Republican governors. They were okay. They did their job. But they didn't do all this radical stuff like Trump is doing. So, start listening to the people. Congress. Listen to people. Don't listen to that idiot in the White House. And don't listen to Stephen Miller. He doesn't know what he's doing either. He's an idiot. He's breaking every law in the books. That guy should be in jail. Trump should be in jail. He should be in a mental hospital for the criminally insane and in prison. Okay? States are now slapping back. There's over, right now, as of today, there's now 25 states that slapped a major lawsuit against the Trump administration on SNAP benefits. They said, you're breaking federal law by doing this. SNAP was put in, I gotta do the research on it, but it was put in a long time ago, okay? It was part of the Medicare and Medicaid programs. There had to be social safety nets there. And a lot of people have been gotten into situations, a lot of times it's none of their fault. Circumstances caused them to be in that situation that they had no control over. Okay? Now, they say those that are on welfare want to, there was a rumor that they want to stay on welfare. No. A lot of them want to get off welfare and be more self-sufficient. But the problem is, you have the welfare commission saying they're keeping people in welfare. In other words, they don't want people to be getting ahead. Why? I don't know. I think it's paranoia on their part. So, knock it off. Help people. Give them help. And get them established. Then when they are back on their 2 feet, leave them alone. Okay? We need to get the social net benefits back in place for everybody. Okay? They said, well, illegals get social benefits. No, they don't. Unless, I don't know how many illegal, those that came in illegally are in this country. I don't know what the statistics are on those. How many of those are truly illegal? A lot of them have fell through the cracks because the immigration system is broken and it needs to be fixed. It needs to be whipped back into shape. And it needs to have level playing field and fairness in the immigration system. Really do. You can't base it on race or anything else. Or just because somebody looks different or because they talk differently or whatever. You can't base that on that. It has to be like, what kind of skills do they have or they possess that can help? Or if they want to get the skills where they can't get it from their original country, which does happen, okay? Those that try to, get things better in their own country, but there's no infrastructure, industrial infrastructure in place to help them to do that. So they want to come here and make a better life for themselves. That's all they're asking. So stop being afraid of immigrants. You and I are descendants of immigrants that people came over here centuries ago. So really, what's different? Okay? You have the same social problems as you did centuries ago. Things are now better, technology is better and everything. But people just want to live peacefully. They want to be happy. They want to help. And the billionaires need to be forced. Get this. They need to be forced to help with the social programs. And they need to be educated. You know what? Take 3 people and 3 billionaires, okay? Have them trade places and see what happens. The billionaires need to be humbled. They've been up in their ivory towers for so long that they don't know how the other half lives. They have not walked in the other person's shoes. And that's what they need to learn to do, is learn to walk in other people's shoes and run into the same roadblocks and problems as those that were in that. And I'm sure that those that were traded place billionaires, I'll bet you they take the money and start helping with the social programs. This is really what's frustrating about billionaires. There's some that are ignorant about all this, and there's some that aren't. But I'm not lumping them all in one big group. There's some good billionaires that do philanthropy work, okay? In other words, they help with small companies and startup companies and everything else. They're trying to create jobs, is what they're trying to do. They're trying to help. Well, look at, what's the name of the company? There's this one billionaire, but he had like a whole bunch of smaller companies under his umbrella, okay? Each company is a different industry, if you will, okay? And he said that's why he doesn't do like what not Zuckerberg, but Musk does, okay? Hogs corners the markets, what I'm saying. These companies need to be put in their place and say, look, you need to be broken up, you need to be separate. Okay, let me give you an example. Those of you may remember Ma Bell, the telephone company? It was, everything was falling under their thing. Well, when not the internet, but the cell phone company, cell phones started coming into being. This was like early 1980s. Well, late 1980s and early 1990s. And in order to, they didn't want a monopoly starting. So the government says, no, you're going to have to break up Ma Bell. And the cell phone has to be on a separate thing. Separate industry. You have the landline and then you have the other. I do remember the breakup of Ma Bell. Now it doesn't really exist anymore. The only one that's left that is part of it was AT&T. Okay, now that is a cell phone. They specialize in cell phones now. AT&T used to be part of Ma Bell, American Telephone and Telegraph. But they discovered that monopolies didn't always work properly and caused a lot of pricing issues and everything. So anyway, that's one of my other gripes. Let's see, anything else? Okay, well, let's see. Let me check my calendar. Hold on a second. Calendar. Oh, if any of you watched the World Series last night, okay. I will see you on, oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to do my, chat show on Friday because it is Halloween, the 31st. So I will do my chat show then. So I will see you Monday on November 3rd. Let's see, it's November 3rd. Hold on a second. Yeah, November 3rd on Monday. I will see you then. But I won't do my chat show on the 31st. I just like to, I like to take breaks during holidays. That way I could concentrate on things and everything else. And, so I will see you next Monday on the 3rd of November. Same time, 1 o'clock. I'm sorry I overslept this morning, and that's why we're running late here. Well, you know, life gets in the way. Anyway, have a good weekend. Stay safe. Keep eye of the sky. Mother Nature, she does get angry at times. So you have to follow her rules. And take care. Okay? And I'll see you on the next video on Monday, November 3rd. Take care. Love to all. Bye-bye.